Is this the Circles podcast?
And it goes a little something like.
You were all summer and after I'll keep you were all summer and after.
All right, we're live.
Welcome back, everybody, to the podcast.
Ooh, I think that's a familiar voice.
I
Back from
am,
rehab, large and in
I'm
charge.
I'm back. I know it didn't take long, but you know, pussy's not a real addiction.
I think it is.
No, sex addiction is a real thing. I
So-
feel like a sex addict would be down for like anything. I was just like addicted to eating pussy.
That makes sense. What did Mac Miller always say? I just eat pussy. Other people need food.
I just eat pussy. Other people need food, dude.
Love that.
I'm a different kind of breed.
Love that. Oh, God damn it! The stupid piece of shit antivirus protection always pops up. Give me 1 second.
Happy to be back. I had a nice trip. Not much to say.
Did they treat you well?
They did.
They did. That's all that matters.
4-course meals. You know how it is.
Yeah, I think they're legally obligated to.
Legally inclined.
Not obligated.
Not obligated.
Not obligated.
There were a few people who got, antsy.
Yeah,
And they were like, you only get 3.
that's true.
Yeah.
This may be a boring conversation today because all we're gonna do is talk about Loki and this Xbox.
Oh, yeah. So we watched Loki separately. I got to watch.
Yes.
I was able to watch Disney Plus.
Dude.
I also watched Bad Batch. You probably haven't watched that, though.
So internet slews. I love Reddit.
Yeah.
By the way, all they do is
Let me mute my phone.
yeah. Go ahead. They go balls deep into their conversations, but a lot of them have good ideas. And the one that you originally had told me is one that's floating around a lot, which is the TVAs in the quantum realm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Something to that
because
effect.
they're mentioning that Kang the Conqueror is going to be the main protagonist in,
Quantumania.
or is it antagonist?
Antagonist. He's the villain.
Yeah, and Quantumania.
Ant-Man and the Wasp 3, basically.
And then you have the Multiverse of Madness with Doctor Strange and WandaVision.
That's going to introduce us to whatever happens at the end of Loki.
Okay.
I assume the multiverse is going to explode into different universes.
Yeah.
The opposite of what the Timekeepers want. And that is going to lead directly into Multiverse of Madness.
That's curious.
And the only reason I think the TVA are in the quantum realm is because you hear Mobius say, time works differently here in the TVA, which is exactly what Hank Pym's wife, Janet Van Dyne, says to him whenever he gets there. Time works differently here in the quantum
Ant-Man
realm.
also says it in Endgame.
Well, yeah, he says it to Captain America.
Captain America and Black Widow, yeah.
But the main reason is because you see a city in the background of Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah. And it looks just like...
Well, the theory is that is Chronopolis, Kang's realm, not the TVA.
Okay.
But if it is Chronopolis, like Kang and the TVA, they're all kind of combined.
Yeah.
The leader of the TVA right now, not the 3 Timekeepers, the one directly below them, Ravonna Renslayer, the girl who was judging Loki in the courtroom, that girl is Kang's wife. Maybe not right now, but that is his eventual wife.
Okay.
And she actually rules over Chronopolis for a short period. So
I know nothing about that timeline, by the way.
Basically, Chronopolis is Kang. It's actually, if you've ever played Lego Marvel Superheroes 2.
No.
Okay, well, anybody who has probably knows exactly what I'm talking about. Chronopolis is Kang's ultimate end goal, right? It takes like the best cities out of time.
Yeah.
Like it'll take New York 2085 and put it in its own little area. It took Wakanda, put it in its own little area. Took Sakaar, like the battle planet,
Yeah.
put it in its own little area, and combined it all into one. Like the Old West, Noir, New York, 2012. Kunlun, where Iron Fist is from, Hydra Supreme, the entire Hydra Empire, Egypt, Xandar, like everything. He takes the best cities from each civilization and puts them in his own place, and then he rules over the cities surrounding him.
Huh. Where the fuck are they going?
Well, they have to be.
I just meant like with this whole cinematic direction, they're doing some fucking pretty crazy, unthinkable shit right now.
Yeah. I think they're trying to make it into more of like a comic run, you know, like they have a comic run and it's like Secret Invasion, and then after that comic run you have Secret Empire, and after that comic run you have fucking the Galactus comes in, and after that run you have Kang, and after that run you have Ronin, and it's just like it seems like they're trying to do like 3 shows that all tie in together, and then they're gonna have 3 movies that tie in together, or something to that.
I just knew they weren't trying to have a 10-year overarching story.
Exactly,
anymore,
exactly. But I still think we're gonna get super fleshed out, because the shows are gonna be like basically gonna be 3 movies with 1 show, right?
Yeah,
Like WandaVision was basically 3 movies.
yeah, and it had the production value of 1 as well.
Yeah, and
Loki
I think
has
Loki
outdone
has
itself.
the best
Holy
production
shit,
quality
dude.
of the show
Holy
so far.
shit. I think they knew that they had to do that.
Yeah,
though.
like Falcon and Winter Soldier was really good, but there was a few parts that were iffy with the CGI.
well, you also got to think.
Same with WandaVision.
Well, you also got to think I feel like the ones that feel more like a Marvel Cinematic movie are like WandaVision and Loki, because when you get movies like Winter Soldier, it's more practical sets. Because they're not.
It's like an espionage spy movie.
Because they're not like actual superheroes.
Yeah.
They just so happen to be on a super team.
And Sam can fly.
And Sam can fly. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, well, Captain America has a super soldier serum, but
I can't believe people were upset about his outfit.
the
And Bucky has the super soldier serum.
does he?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess he does. I always forget that.
Yeah.
I always just think
Most people do. It's okay.
I always just think bionic arm.
He has bionic arm and super soldier. That's why he can run fast. That's why, remember, in Winter
that's right,
Soldier,
that's
he's
right.
getting chased.
And that's why they were doing all that crazy shit on the motorcycles and shit like that. Okay.
He could grab the motorcycle and...
But I think it's almost like when people were really worried that the movie Thor was coming out, and it was
Which one? Thor 1?
Thor 1,
Okay.
and everyone was worried because they're like, okay, that'll be fine. How are you going to do Asgard?
Dude,
And they did,
knocked that shit out
and
of
they
the
knocked
park.
the shit out of the park because they put a lot of money into their effects. I think they're doing the same thing with Loki. They know that he's like a animated. I mean, he's a
Dude, just the scene where he they're walking and you can look out the balcony and they show you all the TVA. That scene alone is just fantastic CGI.
so many pieces in there too.
Beautiful CGI.
Yeah.
You know, there was like a team of artists who sat there for like months just that one scene.
You think?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What is it? Loki just got done filming a couple days ago,
It was like a week ago now.
or like
but-
post production or
but,
something like that.
They just finished post production.
That's so
The
crazy
director
that
came out and said that.
They're so sure of themselves that they can
they literally
release a
just
show
sent-
while still filming.
They just sent the last like episode. That's what she was saying. Is post production is done. We just sent the last episode to Disney.
I can't believe they can do that. That's crazy.
So I still don't know if it's going to be 6 or 9 episodes.
With how much the story seems to
Because
be
Falcon and Winter Soldier was 6,
Well,
and WandaVision is 9.
well, with how the story seems to be progressing, it may be 6
I know, right?
because they're getting a lot. They're getting a lot of shit done. Let's talk about that.
And if you watch the preview on it's the Loki trailer on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
You see a scene of him walking through the TVA with his knives. That's going to be in episode 4, 100%. 100% going to be in episode 4.
What was the ending of this last episode? Spoiler alerts ahead, ladies.
The ending of this episode
Episode 3.
was the Ark got blown up.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then they're like, we're fucked, right?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think they're fucked.
I don't think
one of the main fan theories is that the thing that he has, the TVA device, isn't broken. He's just saying that it's broken to get all the information he can out of Sylvie.
You think?
Yeah. That's one of the theories. And then another theory is fucking me and Andrew got into an argument.
Why?
Gold. Because we were watching it the night it came out, and he said that he thought Loki rewound time whenever he stopped the building and threw it back
Okay.
with the time stone. And I was like, no, he doesn't have the time stone. And he was like, but he might. I'm like, okay, listen, I feel you, but no, he doesn't have the
I think
time
they've
stone.
established that the Infinity Stones are just kind of inferior to everything that's actually going on around.
At the current moment, the whole point, the way that I saw it was when it's in the drawer, literally, we are closing the drawer on the on the Infinity Stones. They are no longer like the main focus.
Yeah.
Ignore these.
Can I have that candy?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm hungry and
If you want, I have spicy nacho Doritos.
I can't eat till 5.
Oh, you fasting?
I fast every day.
I didn't think you fasted anymore. Is that a new thing?
No, I've been doing it for quite some time.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes when I'm with you, I have cheat days and like we'll eat and stuff.
Okay.
But I've been fasting. I've been doing the David.
I was gonna ask if you were hungry. You could order food.
Oh, I've been doing the David Sinclair diet, and it's also age rejuvenation.
Mhm.
You should watch the podcast on Joe Rogan.
Well,
I couldn't get 20 minutes in without mentioning it.
almost. Either way, I wanted to say that in the last episode 2, they show him grabbing the Roomba.
Yeah.
It literally looks like he's calling Mjolnir. So it's telepathy. That's what he's using, or telekinesis, basically.
They also capitalized on a power that he wasn't necessarily superior in using, and in this one they made it very like he's very dominant.
Which one?
I can't remember which one. There's one of them that he used in a couple of the other movies. In this one, they elaborate that he's like skilled in it.
The morphing, like changing,
Maybe that may be it. And then they capitalize on that more.
because he changed into Captain America.
Do you remember when she tried to like what she tried to do to him? And he's like, "You can't do that to me."
Enchant.
Yeah,
That's why people think she's Enchantress.
okay.
And Sylvie is an Enchantress. Just right before you finish your thought,
You're good.
The reason people think she's Enchantress is I believe she's a combination of Lady Loki and Enchantress, and that is basically Enchantress is Loki's love interest,
I was about to say he seems to be digging her.
but she's basically Loki, but it's really hard to explain. Like Enchantress is the one who fucking split Hulk and Bruce Banner. Split their consciousness and put Hulk by himself and it's just Hulk, and then put Bruce Banner by himself and
So
it's just Bruce
kind of
Banner.
like what the Ancient One did, except a little more in depth.
Kind of what the Ancient One did, except if Bruce Banner was literally out of the Hulk and if Hulk was literally out of Bruce Banner, not
Gotcha.
just his astral projection.
Gotcha.
I gotta get the dog.
You're good. Why was she so pissed that she couldn't enchant him? And also, why was she so confused? If she's so skilled in knowing all things Loki. I like your computer chair more than mine. It's like an updated version of mine.
Right? Don't you like it?
Yeah, I do.
For those of you who don't know, I was gonna get one of those, like, when you think of gaming chair, like the blue with like the racer head on the back. I was gonna get that, but my friend got it. She said it's super uncomfortable. So my brother had a chair I really liked, so I was just like,
Knowing how you sit, and I always try and tell people this, I think heads on chairs are kind of pointless.
Agreed.
Who leans all the way back like that? Even when you do, does that even feel comfortable?
For those of you who can't see, I literally had to sink down.
But what I was getting into was, why was she so irritated that she couldn't enchant him, and why did she not understand that he is more skilled than she? Like, why did?
It's not that he's more. It's not that he's more skilled.
Was it because of his mom?
It has a lot to do with his mom. His mom taught him most everything he knew, and I think the Loki that we're looking at. I think the Loki that we're looking at is the most empathetic of all Lokis.
Well, he's the main. He's the main timeline Loki, so I would hope.
Yeah. So
Like, he's the Loki before the character progression.
Exactly.
So then, yeah.
I just think that they're trying to say that he's not a villain,
okay.
and she can't enchant him because I don't think you can enchant like Lokis. I don't think Lokis can enchant other Lokis.
I feel like she wouldn't have attempted it had she known that. Think about it. She's been doing a
Then,
bunch of
then
shit.
it was his mom. His mom taught him.
Okay.
It has to be.
It was also the way he commented on it. He was like, "You can't do that to me," and she just kind of looked at him funny. But the whole, speaking of production value, the whole scene where they're running on that planet and things are falling. Come here.
She's like, I don't know how to do that, but I'll
Get over
try.
here. Get over here.
When they're on the planet and things are falling.
That entire cinematic sequence on that train and everything.
Yeah.
That was dope. I also like how Loki was like, "Fuck it, let's act a fool on this train."
Yeah, he got super hammered quick.
This shit was so funny, which is weird because I thought because Thor can't. Well, no, I guess that's Captain
Can't.
America.
Captain America can't get because his immune system.
I'm still mad they never touched on if Captain America was to drink that Asgardian vodka that Thor had that gave to Stan Lee. Excelsior. You remember that scene?
In Age of Ultron.
Do you think his metabolism still would have broke it down too quick? This is just an off the wall, I wonder question. You know what I mean?
Possibly.
Possibly.
I think the fact they didn't address it makes them want to keep it open-ended.
You think that's the point? No. Why would they?
That might not be the entire point, but the fact that they just didn't talk about it. I mean, That implies something.
That's true.
They never do anything not on purpose. Come on now.
I think there's also multiple scenes in Age of Ultron to where Cap is drinking a beer, and I think it's just for like morale and
For
not
shits.
It's just like
Shits and giggles.
to feel normal. I'm so pissed. Those were $24.
Worth it.
Honestly, they're fine for a table, but not for like this setting.
I would have just like that.
Yeah. So for those that can't see, I
It
ordered.
wouldn't have been. I could just.
Oh.
That wouldn't have been terrible for me.
I
It
know.
wouldn't have been good for you.
I ordered some desk mic stands, and they're a little shorter than I anticipated. But you were getting into
Do these not raise? Is that not what this is for?
that dude. I don't know what the fuck that thing is.
I thought that you would do this and then it would raise up.
By all means, if you can figure it out. I don't think there's a single point in that fucking thing.
Yeah, that looks dumb
I think it's just for looks.
for kicks.
It's got a nice bottom stand though.
I was gonna say I really like the bottom stand. All right. Well,
But you were getting into
so we got into an argument because he thought
Yeah.
that Loki rewound time, but I just we watched the scene like 8 times.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I was like, no, you can clearly see him. Like, he just pushes it up and over. Like, he doesn't put it back on its hinges, because that's what he said he was doing, is he was rewinding
Can you
time.
pull up the scene? Because I actually am having a hard time remembering the scene you're talking about.
Of course I can pull up the scene. Talk to the people.
I don't know what to say. Hi guys. He's pulling up the scene on Disney Plus.
How do you like the candy?
It's good.
Really keeping your mouth, like, cool, right?
I didn't notice that until you said it. But yeah, I guess you're right. I guess I wasn't paying attention.
What the fuck is Wolfgang?
Wolfgang.
Wolfgang.
Tyler the Creator better
Woof
sue.
woof. Yeah, Grant hadn't seen any of these, so we watched episode 1 last night.
He like it?
Oh, yeah. He was digging it.
Did he explain his absence?
Grant?
He couldn't have just texted you off his mom's phone? She couldn't have texted you? Like,
All right, here you go. Literally right here. This is the part we watched 8 times
Oh my
from
God.
here
Okay,
forward.
okay.
So he's running forward. It's for those of you who want to see, it's 35 minutes, 17 seconds in. All right, right here. He stops. He's like, I've got it. Don't worry. Okay, and he throws his arms back. Okay, and that is literally him activating his powers. That is what that does.
This may be the article I read about the powers that they now have touched on, that he's more in tune than we thought.
So he stops it with his telekinesis, and then he lifts it and throws it back. Now, I'll give you, right whenever it raises, if you look right here, it looks like it reconnects to the building. Did you see it? Right before she walks in front of the screen, it looks like it reconnects to the building.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
How much did he argue that point?
We were there for a while. And you can hear, it does sound like a time stone. I don't know if you can hear it. Listen whenever.
He may be right, dude.
But if you go back, and this is what I showed him, if you go back to episode 1,
I like how you already know the times because you've done this.
you can go look whenever he has, I think it's after this,
Yeah.
you can hear him drop the time stone.
Does he have the time stone?
He has the time stone in his hand. Remember, he picks it up.
Hold on.
Make sure your head is off so you can hear it.
I can hear it through your microphone.
Right before he stands up, you can hear him. Did you hear it?
I think I heard it before he stood up.
You can hear him drop it. I don't remember exactly.
I think
where
it's
it is.
right here. Like he looks up.
Yeah, he picks it up and then he looks up and drops it.
Yeah, look. Here. Yep, right there.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So
you hear him drop the time stone. He does not have the time stone.
but he also does know where that desk is now.
Ready?
Okay.
I'm going to turn this down real quick because we don't need to hear anything. Watch this. He knows where that desk is, right?
Right.
Watch. Desk is right here in front of him, right?
Yeah.
Watch. When she swings at him, hits the desk, and the desk is gone. All the time stones, all the stones, everything gone.
Wait, that was the desk?
That was the desk. It just burnt because she goes to hit him, misses both of them, and hits the desk. Watch. Desk burnt.
I don't think that's the desk that had the time stone in it.
Watch. He pushes
No.
he pushes the cart over.
Oh, okay.
Watch. I'm like, trust me.
I didn't realize it was a
Just
cart.
went through all this. Watch. He closes it and he pushes it along with him. See? Same cart.
Gotcha. Yeah, and then it gets destroyed. Okay. Huh.
So if he has a time stone, he got it from fucking somewhere else.
Where?
No idea.
Would it even work?
Where they are now, yeah.
But does it work? Do they work in the TVA?
No.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
No.
because he disappeared with the.
No, he didn't disappear with the Tesseract. He disappeared with the time rewinder.
Oh, okay.
The Tesseract doesn't work. And I can show you exactly where the Tesseract stops working as well.
This fucking guy. He's got all the answers.
This time I do,
Yeah.
because you always fact check me, so I came prepared.
Love that.
Disney Plus be buffering a lot sometimes,
It happens.
and it's irritating.
So, what do you think?
Because
Because
we've telekinesis.
we've never seen his powers like that though.
They established it in the previous episode that he has telekinesis.
No, I know, but I meant here. Maybe I can find the actual article I was reading. Sorry, try to talk into the microphone.
Here you go. So it's right when he walks in. Watch the Tesseract in her hand.
I
The whole time, just watch it. She walks through, glowing bright as fuck, and closes the door. Power's down.
Gotcha. Okay.
Does not work in the TVA at all.
Let me see if I can find this article on Reddit.
And just to add further proof, whenever they get back in this room, after he's done all the lollygagging, he talks to Mobius. Right here. And he says, did you try to use it? And he goes, yeah, oh, yes, I've tried to use it multiple times. The Tesseract.
That's funny. I think I got it. Phase 4, MCU Phase 4 just made one Loki power way stronger. Working alongside Sylvie, Loki sent to Lamentus. Plan didn't go as planned. Tempad ended up broken.
Allegedly.
It's during that sequence that Loki uses telekinesis to stop a big piece of building from crushing him and Sylvie, showing that his powers are getting stronger. So yeah, that is the first time we've ever seen him use that like that.
That extreme, yes.
Yeah.
But the first time we ever see it is in the previous episode.
So then what they're implying is he's actively getting stronger in the TVA and doing all of this. That's what that article at least is implying. Whether they're actually trying to do that, I don't know. But
I don't think that's far off because he's been studying himself.
You're right. And he's walking around with her, learning more about himself by learning more about her. This show's weird. I fucks with it. I know, right? Why is she under the... Or is that Jeb? There's a dog under there.
Under where?
The bed.
Seriously?
Swear to God. All the way under it.
That's tiny.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why the fuck?
She likes under the bed. That was her spot for a while.
I
She just got too big to get under there. I don't know how she fit.
Probably sideways. I just saw like a paw come out, stretch her toes, and then go back underneath, and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, there she is. She's goofy. She literally barely... How'd she get under there? Jesus. There's a struggle just ensued.
He's like, I was hiding because nobody was paying attention to me.
It's so funny. But, so how do you think it's because he's studying himself?
Yes and no. It's probably because whenever he studied his own timeline, like we didn't see a lot. That's what we actually got into an argument about that.
We got into the argument about him watching his main timeline story, not him reading into all the other Lokis.
So basically, my assumption is not only is he reading about himself, but he watched his entire life up until his death. So just because we didn't see him watch himself, where like the events in between, like we didn't see Loki come back in Ragnarok. Like, you know, he shows up and he's like, your savior is here.
Yeah.
We didn't see him go get that ship. We didn't see him bring that over here. Like, he's watched that happen when he watched his life play out. So there's a lot we didn't see.
Did he, before or after he watched that highlight reel of his life, did he do the telekinesis?
After.
Go to that scene, see if he looks sure that he can do it. Because if he doesn't, that's him trying it for the fucking first time, I think. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So do you think he unlocked a power by like just watching himself and was like, oh, I can do this?
I think it's something to that effect, yes. He's fighting these guys when it happens. That right there. You can literally see him doing it.
Click the, yeah.
I'm clicking the one before. So he's fighting. He dodged, and then he does look a little surprised.
He does look surprised.
He does look a little. He reaches back and he reaches out like Thor does,
and it gets in his hand, and he smiles. He's like, ha-ha.
He's like, I didn't know I could do that, but let's go.
Okay, so yeah, I think that's the first time he's ever done it. So holy shit, when he's like, I got this for an entire fucking building.
Bold.
Very. Yeah, dude, I love that.
He definitely looks very surprised, but sure of himself.
Okay.
I think that was him testing the waters of like, okay, I watched my dude do this. Like, I've seen myself do it. Can I do it now?
And we've genuinely never seen him do this before?
I think there's precedent for it in the comic books, but
no, I meant on the screen.
I don't think we ever, no. The closest we would ever have gotten is like in Thor 1, 2, or 3.
Do you think we can type in Loki using telekinesis on YouTube? Maybe we're wrong. Maybe this whole conversation we're just dumb. He has used it before. Boy. He does look surprised, though. Pleasantly surprised. He was like, fuck yeah, I just did that shit. Yeah, that incense just smells like a pretty good burnt pan of brownies. But not like burnt where you can't eat it, just a little crispy.
Nope.
Okay, cool.
MCU, it's saying Phase 4 just made one of Loki powers way more strong.
Yeah, that's what I just read.
Loki performs his most powerful MCU act yet. Okay. Loki episode 3 reveals a game-changing secret hidden in plain sight, and it's all referencing.
Wait, whoa.
That was a reference to the telekinesis.
Read that headline again.
It was inverse, and it's Loki episode 3 theory reveals a game-changing secret hidden in plain sight.
Click that. What are they referring to?
I'm assuming the telekinesis.
Well, I knew the telekinesis, but I meant like game-changing.
After spending 2 episodes exploring the Time Variance Authority Time Variance Authority's influence over events in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Loki episode 3 went in an entirely different direction. Specifically, Lamentis, a far-off planet on the verge of its own apocalypse. The episode was a departure from Loki's normal fare, but was that because of a grand illusion. According to a fan theory put forth by a Redditor, I cannot pronounce that.
Imagine that. You can't pronounce a Redditor's username.
The entire Lamentis adventure could be little more than an illusion projected by Sylvie in order to get inside Loki's head.
What?
Such mind tricks worked on the TVA agent in the episode's cold open, so perhaps they would also work on the God of Mischief. There's all sorts of evidence to back up this theory, so let's break it down.
So they're implying that Sylvie is projecting this entire sequence?
Or he's enchanted, and this is what enchanted people see.
Oh my god. What is she trying to learn from him? I thought she didn't fuck with him like that.
We don't know. Sylvie tells Loki that in order to get control of those stronger with minds, she has to create a fantasy. From Sylvie's point of view, such a fantasy would ideally be a situation in which Loki would learn to trust her.
Right.
Personality in the process letting down his guard and allowing her entrance to his psyche. As the two flee the TVA, what better to accomplish this goal than a life or death situation that could spell the end of both these characters while simultaneously bringing them together? Sylvie has every motivation in the world to try to manipulate Loki, such a maneuver would take a lot of work, but as we've seen, she's incredibly powerful. At the climax of the Lamentis apocalypse, Loki uses telekinesis to defend himself from a falling building. But hang on, if Loki can use telekinesis all the time, why wasn't he using it to ward off agents or even Sylvie?
Exactly.
As various Roxcart employees and patrons in the episode prior. While Loki does technically possess so many T's.
I know, right?
While
okay.
Loki does technically possess telekinetic powers, they're rarely seen within the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In fact, the last time they were used on screen was in Thor: The Dark World.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Okay. I completely forgot about this. Technically,
I'm so happy I made you click that article.
it is used. Do you remember in Thor: The Dark World?
Dude, it's Thor: The Dark World.
Okay.
No, I don't
in
remember
Thor,
the whole
in
fucking
Thor.
movie.
I'm going to show you. I completely remember now because it jogged my train of thought.
Okay.
In Thor: The Dark World, right after Loki sends that dude up the stairs, and he's like, "You should take the stairs to your left." Do you remember that? He's in the jail cell.
Yes.
Okay. He sends him up to his mom on accident.
Oh
So
my God.
Thor comes down
Forgot how
and
sad
tells
that was.
him that you killed our mother. And he's like, and you're just out here fine. And as Thor leaves, he does a burst of telekinetic energy and throws everything around the room.
So it sounds like he didn't know how to do it other than when he was angry.
Exactly.
Ooh, so it's almost like Rey and her lightning powers.
So that is the only other time.
Okay. Well, it says the previous time we had seen it before. Are they trying to
In
say
Thor:
that?
The Dark World, and he was behind bars and used these abilities to trash his holding cell, but is his power strong enough to defend against a building falling down around him?
Yeah, no shit.
Possibly, if he's actually inside an illusion engineered to specifically manipulate him.
Oh shit. So, well, you just made me more confused because
While the
now it just
previous
says that we
point-
don't know.
While the previous points underlining the theory have focused on the substance of Episode 3, it's also worth looking at the hour's unique stylistic choices. So far in Loki, the entire series has been tinged orange and blue, from the mid-century decor of the TVA headquarters to the harsh neon lights of the Roxcart building. Episode 3 could not be further from this color scheme.
That's true.
All of a sudden, Loki and Sylvie are cloaked in pinks, purples, and blues, perhaps not coincidentally the colors of the bisexual flag.
Oh my god.
In this color scheme, Loki signaling to us that the episode exists as an entirely different dimension from the previous hours. Yes, Lamentis is a different planet, but even settings like Alabama and France centuries apart reflected the series' otherwise consistent orange and blue motif.
That makes a point.
And Exhibit D, cliffhanger. To say Loki Episode 3 ended on a bang would be an understatement. To
Yeah.
recap, the hour ends with a giant explosion, but why? And everything there. But why end everything there? Well, if this whole episode is an illusion, the end of this episode would signal the end of the illusion. Yes, Episode 4, beginning with Loki snapping out of the enchantment with a sigh of relief, would be aggravating, but it's worth remembering that the showrunner Michael Waldron used to write for Rick and Morty, and that's exactly the kind of rug pull we'd expect from him given the background.
Son of a bitch. They know exactly what
And
the
to
fuck they're
add to
doing.
that further, we all loved the dialogue between Mobius and Loki, and we all hated when he hopped in the portal.
Yeah.
What if he's enchanted inside that room, right before the portal?
Which room?
The Roxcart building room.
This?
This. He's enchanted right before he goes through the portal.
Go to that scene real quick. I'm so happy we have all this as reference with high-speed internet. I love the 21st century.
So I guess the theory would be is she enchanted him there.
It is like red and orange, by the way.
And then, because I just hate that he turned on Mobius. I know. I don't think he turned on Mobius. Even if he isn't enchanted here, I don't think he turned on Mobius here at all. But that's the theory. Is he's enchanted right here.
God, they're so good at this show. Well, now I don't know what to believe because you just fucked my whole brain up.
There's another exhibit. Lamentis is peculiar in that it's a planet we've never seen before in the MCU. Perhaps the reason why is it's hiding in plain sight via the planet's name, Lamentis. Any linguist worth their salt will tell you the mentis root means mind in Latin, as in the term mental or the legal term non compos mentis.
Oh, he's okay. He's fucking enchanted. Jesus Christ, that seals the deal
Lamentis
for me.
Lamentis literally translates to the mind, meaning Loki and Sylvie didn't escape to another planet. They literally escaped into Loki's head, where Sylvie can learn what makes Loki a Loki. In a controlled crisis environment, she can't resist a little wordplay. This may seem like just an Easter egg, but don't forget that last week we saw Loki rattle off Latin like it was his Starbucks order to the people of Pompeii. Giving a mind planet a fiction Latin name is definitely something he would do, which means it's naturally something Sylvie would one-up him at.
Huh.
Was episode 3 an illusion? Either way, investigating the evidence further proves that there's no way to tell if we can trust Sylvie at this point. Episode 4, we hope will shed some light on this fascinating turn of events. Inverse, I gotta say, dude, you might be fucking just completely yanking my chain, but that's a solid theory.
It is a solid theory, and
I like that.
Another thing about that, basing it back off what you said about the whole Kang the Conqueror and the Quantumania and stuff like that, if they can get us to wrap our heads around that entire episode was in a mind, I think they can get us to wrap our heads around, like, the quantum realm playing a bigger role. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Exactly.
Just like mind benders like that. Yeah, I can't believe that. Are you taking a picture?
Yes.
Ouch. Fucking hit my headphones on the microphone. Sorry, guys. Okay. So what do you think? Or do you not know what to believe now? Because now I don't
What do
fucking...
I think?
yeah, now I don't know.
It's a stretch.
You think?
It's a stretch, but it's a good stretch. Like, I'm not saying, like, dude, fucking...
Uh-oh. It's falling.
I don't know how I'm gonna do this.
It's falling. Here, hold on. I'll pause it real quick so we can fix this. They all heard that. But, sorry, Joshua's microphone stand kind of fell. If we're being completely honest, Josh, you could probably just move it over there. Remember, you have a hole, too.
No.
You're like, no, I want to stare at my TV.
That's the whole point of a desk, dog.
I guess that's true. But what'd you do with those microphone stands?
They're to my right on the floor.
Oh.
Why?
No, I just didn't know.
I can throw mine on there.
What?
I can throw mine on the mic stand.
No, because then you'd have to unhook everything. And
Ah.
I'm pretty sure there's at least one zip tie on there that I'd have to cut.
Yeah, I can see it right now.
Yeah, so sorry.
Wolfgang.
What is that?
I literally no idea. Hold on, I'll click it.
It's a thing on
Disney Plus original, a documentary film about Wolfgang Puck. Wolfgang preserved after a troubled childhood in Austria.
Okay.
Oh shit! I know exactly who this is.
I do too. He's a celebrity chef.
Yeah, we're horrible.
Sorry, Wolfgang.
Sorry, Wolfgang.
That's his fucking name.
And we said somebody was going to sue him. I
Well,
think.
no, Tyler the Creator has, like, his brand is Wolfgang. It was anyway. I don't know if it is now anymore, but I was like, Tyler should sue for copyright infringement, but apparently the other guy could probably sue Tyler. So
I think so. Yeah, we probably shouldn't tell him.
probably shouldn't
I
tell
don't
him.
think he's listening though. It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah. Fuck. So Loki's crazy. I don't know what to think anymore
It
now.
is low key crazy. You're right.
Low-key crazy. Oh, that's funny.
That's what Mobius makes the same joke. He goes, "I need your unique low key perspective."
Oh, see, I took it as your unique Loki perspective. I didn't even pick
if
up
you
on
read
the double
subtitles,
entendre.
he
That's
actually
so funny.
says low key, like not
Oh,
low key.
really?
He says low key.
I like how they do that.
Yeah.
There's another. Okay, that's another thing for people that don't like subtitles. Fucking learn to read faster.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my God.
But-
oh my
hold on, hold on,
fucking
hold
God.
on, hold on.
Shang-Chi.
Hold on. Yeah, I know.
You know? Is that what you're about to say?
I was gonna say, for those that don't know, in Marvel movies specifically, I don't know, and maybe in the earlier years, probably not. You turn the fucking subtitles on because you will pick up on things you did not even realize were just plain hidden in the dialogue. Because even like background noises, if it's meant to be there on purpose, the subtitles will pick it up and like give you a preface of what. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what are you talking about?
Dude.
Kang's the antagonist in Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi.
King?
Pretty sure.
No.
No.
It's the Mandarin.
The real Mandarin.
Okay, yeah, but that
the real
was
Mandarin.
confirmed already. That's not what we're tripping
I
about.
don't care. My dick's still hard over
All right,
it.
I'm not gonna say nothing. Okay, I'm gonna just turn on subtitles.
What?
Pull this up, and I'm gonna show you. Okay, just read the goddamn subtitles.
Oh boy.
You're gonna share with the class when you're done. All right.
Okay. How long is this?
Literally like a minute and 59 seconds.
Okay, I'll probably just click pause, watch it, and then we'll come back.
Click pause at the last.
Click pause on this.
Okay. I was gonna say you can click pause in the last, unpause at the last 20 seconds.
You're
if
good.
you want.
We'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, so we just watched the trailer
Yeah,
with
we
an
just watched the
intent to
trailer.
find one thing and apparently found another, but
It
we're
was
not.
something he was talking about.
Yeah.
So basically, what I was showing him is at the very end of the trailer, if you have captions on, it specifically says when you see there's a giant monster fighting what looks like a sorcerer in a cage fight, and the monster says he roars, and it says Abomination roars. Okay, confirmed. It's subtitled by fucking Disney.
Yep.
It's Abomination. Abomination's in Shang-Chi, but the sorcerer he's fighting looks almost exactly like Wong.
And then click play real quick. The way he brings out the. Yeah, that's a circle.
Okay, no.
That's-
It's
it's
a
a-
sorcerer circle, okay?
Yeah.
But they have obviously shown you an end game. There are plenty of sorcerers.
Correct.
So
Wouldn't it make more sense for it to be Wong than to be someone else? Because
Yes
it's
and
a
no.
familiar character instead of just being like, yeah, we're all over the world.
I think it would be nice to have a familiar character, but at the same time, to me, it just seems
You're like, it doesn't make sense.
this is our one Asian guy that we've introduced in the movie, so we're going to introduce him to our other Asian guy to bridge the gap. Like, that's how it seems to me.
Oh, well, hold on. Well, the black dude at the end of Doctor Strange, the first one, we haven't seen him.
Mordo.
Yeah.
You think Mordo's going to show up in this?
And that would,
Well, Mordo's a bad guy.
my point is that to me, the connection with Wong, that would make
Oh,
a
you
lot
think
of,
he's looking for Mordo?
that would make a lot of sense.
Okay. I like that. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
He's cage fighting looking for Mordo.
Just that would explain why he's there. And, if we're being
and
complete,
why he wasn't in Infinity War
when does this take place?
after. It's after Endgame. Everything now is after Endgame.
Okay. Other than Black Widow.
That doesn't count. That was supposed to come out before Endgame or right after.
Right after Endgame. Yeah. I still think they're going to do something with Scarlet.
The Yelena Belova is going to take her place.
But from what I've read, I didn't think Scarlet had any interest in actually leaving. She did say that she didn't like being sexualized in the first couple of movies.
But Iron Man 1 was such a different. Iron Man 2, pardon me, was such a different.
Iron Man 1 and 2 were very different.
Well, Iron Man 1 she wasn't in. She wasn't. She was introduced in 2.
Okay, you're right.
Because he's
you're right,
drinking
you're
the
right.
green liquid when he first meets her, and he's drinking
You're
the green liquid to fix his heart, and he fixes his heart in Iron Man 2.
Well, and it irritated me, though, because Jon Favreau was the writer, and she's close with Favreau. And
All she had to do was be like, hey, don't do that.
But I think at the time she even said that she didn't feel like she was in a position to say that.
Right.
But if we're also being completely honest,
We're white men, we don't
Well,
get it.
no, her being sexualized was the point because that was a part of Tony Stark's character. Was he's a piece of shit who just likes every woman.
Yeah, to me, it made it seem like she was over-sexualizing herself as a spy to get closer to Tony.
Ooh, see, that sounds a little wrong.
Why? Tony's a pig.
Or you
He's
meant the
he's
character herself?
Yeah, the character
okay,
herself,
okay,
like
okay.
Natasha Romanoff, not Scarlett Johansson, is over-sexualizing herself,
Well-
making herself look like...
Well, it's almost like the scene to where he's like, "I want one."
Exactly.
That scene specifically.
Like, it seemed like she was trying to get his eye.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like she was being a slut.
Okay.
It seemed like she was like, I'm undercover. This is what Tony likes. I'll dress like this.
So Wong and Abomination. Well, Abomination, obviously.
Possibly Wong.
Do you think Roth is going to come back to play that character? You know, it'd be. Oh my God, you ready for this? You ready for this, guys? This would blow your. Oh, right there, that really looked like Wong. He had a shaved head and everything.
That is fucking Abomination. That is That is like comic accurate Abomination.
Did you see his head though?
That's what I'm going back to look because I missed it.
Oh my God, that literally looked like it was the complexion and. Yeah.
Honestly, no. It's really, really, really close, but that
Well, it's also a
that's-
stunt double.
Right, I'm like right now. That is not Wong.
It's also a stunt double.
That looked like Wong
It
when he
did.
turned back.
Yeah.
But that is
Okay,
fucking abomination, dude.
Is that the same Abomination from?
Incredible Hulk.
Okay,
So it's Roth. You're right. It's
You think-
David Lee Roth. What's his name?
something. He's a very good actor.
Yeah, I love him. He's in.
He's in fucking.
a bunch of shit.
My favorite thing he's in is either Pulp Fiction or what's the
Tim
other one?
Roth.
Tim Roth. There we go. It's
Tim
either
Roth, English actor.
yeah, it's either Pulp Fiction
Reservoir
or
Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs. I was about to
Um,
say yeah.
Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, Hateful Eight, Incredible Hulk, Planet of the Apes. Oh, he actually hasn't been in a lot, but things he's been in are like.
No, that's the thing is he's not. It's almost like what is it?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, it's almost like
Oh, I forgot he was in Mr. Right. It's a great movie.
he's one of Quentin Tarantino's guys.
Hardcore Henry.
Oh, and he was also. I take it back. One of my, I think my all-time favorite character of him, if it's not Pulp Fiction, which is funny because he's not in it very long. It's
This is his filmography.
whatchamacallit?
What looks weird there?
He was not in Avengers. Why does it say he was in Avengers?
About to find out.
Illuminati confirmed.
I looked up Tim Roth Avengers, and it actually popped up, and
What?
it was a thing, but it doesn't say.
Let me. Jesus, we need a fucking engineer. Can't keep Googling on our phones.
I'm so confused. Okay, now they're just fucking with me.
What?
On IMDb, it literally says Hugh Jackman was in it too. And Mantis. And Natalie Portman.
Oh shit.
And Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Okay, hold on.
And James Spader.
Hold on, right here. Timothy Simon, Tim Roth portrayed Emil Blonsky, Abomination in Incredible Hulk, Shang-Chi. Is it Chi or Chai?
Chi. It's Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings, She-Hulk, archive footage of Tim Roth from Incredible Hulk was used in Marvel shot The Consultant, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode pilot.
Do you know what it was then? Do you know what it was?
It was when he sent fucking that information to Tony.
It's
and-
whenever Coulson walks in and he hands him the papers and he throws it all up on screen. Hulk is fighting Abomination, so they said Tim Roth is an Avengers.
How can they legally do this? Is it going to be another Hulk situation with Universal? Because I'm pretty sure Abomination is included in that deal. Not the deal that they already have, obviously. I meant like the included in like Universal owns Abomination as well as. Did you just hear what I said though? That he's in She-Hulk?
Yeah, I already knew that.
Oh, okay.
He's in She-Hulk and so is Roth.
Oh,
Ross.
Ross.
General Ross.
General Ross. Same guy?
He was in fucking Endgame.
I know. Oh yeah, you're right. So, you know what? Damn it! This takes away from my idea that I had. I was gonna say it'd be cool to bring Edward Norton back and let him play as Abomination. I know.
That would be funny.
It'd be fucking dope. It'd be like, hey, we can give you half of what you said you wanted back.
The whole reason they got him out, though, is because he kept wanting to rewrite the script, and they were like, no.
I mean, if we're being completely honest, from the Incredible Hulk movie, maybe you should have let him rewrite a couple parts. It's pretty rough to watch.
Unless what we got.
I doubt it.
Was
I doubt it.
him
No, I doubt
meddling.
that. I doubt that. Edward Norton's is, as much as he is a diva, which I've heard in countless multiple interviews, and obviously he actually plays a diva in Birdman with Michael Keaton. He specifically plays a asshole actor who's just fucking rough on set, which is funny because I'm pretty sure a lot of that wasn't acting. But that was my idea. I thought that'd be cool if he came back.
It's so funny because in Fight Club, like, I know that's such a weird movie, but in Fight Club, he's such like a sweetie in the weirdest way.
Have you ever seen The Last Job, The Heist? I can't remember what it's called. It's with Robert De Niro, Edward Norton. Son of a bitch, there's another guy. Those are the two main people, but Robert De Niro basically plays a retired robber, like a bank robber, heist guy, and Edward Norton... The Score. That's a good movie. But he plays a super nice guy in that because he pretends...
Super nice woman.
He pretends to be mentally handicapped. as a part of the movie. Like that's his gig because that's how he gets the job at the museum type shit.
It's so funny. It sounds like the movie you're telling me about before, where he pretends to be schizophrenic.
Primal Fear.
Primal Fear. I thought that's
Yeah,
what you were talking
no,
about. I even looked up the score and
Yeah,
I was
no.
like, oh, is this Primal Fear?
No, he's a phenomenon. That's what I'm saying. He's got fucking range, but apparently he's such an asshole. So that sucks. He's one of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like him in the Hulk though, but I didn't. I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily like the whole heart rate pulse monitor thing and how like involved in that he was.
Well, because at that point, that's the only thing he had to like stay calm.
I know, but I don't know. They kind of solved that issue now because we obviously have Smart Hulk.
Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah. Is he signed on to do anything else? Do we know?
Ruffalo?
Yeah.
He's supposed to show up in She-Hulk.
I figured that. Do we know who She-Hulk is?
Yeah. Who was it?
I guess I could just.
For a very long time, they were talking to Rosa Diaz. I forget her real name, but she plays Rosa Diaz in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. She just did In the Heights, that song show movie thingy, In the Heights.
It is
Beatrice, something.
Tatiana Maslany.
Let me see. Oh yeah, is that confirmed?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's who they went with. But look up Rosa Diaz from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That was their second choice. I thought she was going to be really, really good.
She would have been good, but is She-Hulk a person of color? Because she's
Yeah. She-Hulk is
Is that other
Hispanic.
Girl? Is that other girl?
Hispanic?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She looked kind of white to me.
She might, dude. She-Hulk might be white, but at the same time, I have always been of the opinion it doesn't matter if you're white, black, red, or blue. If you do the part well, you should get the part.
Yeah, and Tim Roth is going to be in She-Hulk too. So yeah, that would make sense. I think if Wong was there, I think all this is full circle. But they're doing it instead of spanning it out between 22 movies. They can do so much with the series.
Mm-hmm.
And are you excited for Shang-Chi?
Yeah.
Are you?
Because if you noticed, this creepy ass fucking thing in the water.
Yeah.
right here,
What's that about?
that's Fing Fang Foom.
That sounds so silly, but what is that?
It's where he got the 10 rings.
She's Canadian.
Did you notice the 10 rings went on his arm,
Yeah.
not his hands? It's because the rings were made for a dragon.
Oh, so they're actually supposed to be finger rings.
They're
for
finger
a dragon.
rings, but they're for a fucking dragon.
Holy shit! And is that real or is this like a?
I'm assuming it's
like
a
a
spirit,
apparition, dream state.
dream, like
I
like
gotcha.
Aang going to see the dragon.
Yeah, or
exactly.
the entire episode 3 of Loki.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, hopefully. But I think I don't know. We might see his dad, the Mandarin, take the rings from Shang-Chi.
that's his dad.
The Mandarin is his dad.
Are they going to explain why we had a fake Mandarin?
I assume there's going to be like a throwaway line, like these motherfuckers have been impersonating me, but there's only one me. Because in All Hail the King, the Marvel one shot,
Yeah.
Ben Kingsley came back and he said, "We have somebody who wants to meet you."
And also the Marvel one shot with Birdman or Jesus Christ, Vulture.
Michael Keaton.
Vulture. Yeah.
What's the one shot?
Not one shot. I'm sorry. It's just a post-credit scene. It's him at the end in prison, like being like, "Yeah."
Oh,
I'm
talking to Scorpion.
Basically being like, "I'm not done."
But he also, I thought that in that scene he was like, "I heard you know Peter Parker's." Oh, sorry, not Peter Parker. I heard you know Spider-Man's real identity, and he goes, "Nope."
Yeah, but to me, that's to me. I took that as that's for me only, not anybody else.
Right.
But they could also play that. That's oh my god, dude. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I've been wanting to talk to you about this because I've been reading and reading. You've been gone a week. God damn it. But the more
Pussy'll do that to you.
yeah, I know, right? The more I think about it, the more I really think all these like loose ends that they haven't tied up are what is painting the bigger picture. Because, like you said, Sinister Six is Vulture included in that?
So Sinister Six is a lot of different people.
What's
it's
the
changed throughout
main?
the years. Usually, the main one is Dr. Octopus,
Which we're getting.
Mobius,
Which we're getting.
Kraven the Hunter,
Which we're getting.
the Mysterio,
No, I meant
the Shocker.
Craven is confirmed, right? Like he's in the.
Craven is going to be played by Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Ah, that's right, and he's buff as fuck now, and I'm so excited. Here, hold on, I have to fucking fix my microphone.
So the original Sinister Six lineup was Doc Ock. Ah, that's the one I always forget. Doc Ock, Electro.
Oh, and he's also confirmed. Okay, so
we got. Let me spit this all out.
Yeah,
Mysterio, Vulture, Sandman, Electro, Doc Ock, and Craven.
what's the only ones that we don't technically know are confirmed?
Sandman and Mysterio because he's dead, technically, allegedly, metaphorically speaking.
Once again, also could be a dream state, or you know what I mean.
Because he said, "Are all illusions down?" And she goes, "Yes, all illusions are down." He doesn't say, "Is he actually dead?" He leaves it open-ended.
Okay, that's true. How do you think they're going to do the whole identity thing? Or is that just going to lead into...
Finish your sentence.
I'm thinking as
Yeah, and then sometimes they replace, like Craven in this issue was replaced by the Hobgoblin.
I would have... see, but I think Disney specifically...
And then in this issue, instead of having... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Well, that's 7 people. Apparently, the resurrection of the Sinister Six had 7 people. It's Vulture, Sandman, Mysterio, Doc Ock, Craven, Doctor Doom, and it looks like Shocker.
Doctor Doom?
Yeah.
What a... Jesus, do you think he looked at the other guys and was like, what the fuck? This is all I got?
Probably. But yeah, it looks like the main version is Doc Ock, Mysterio, Electro, Sandman, Vulture, and Craven.
Okay. Hey, I was totally scrolling through TikTok on Marvel TikTok, and I totally fell down a rabbit hole. At the end of the rabbit hole, you were in the comment section.
Was I talking about Tobey Maguire?
Yes. Because that one guy was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And like, well, not.
Did you hear me hit him with facts?
Well, you hit him with the it's mostly nostalgia, but he's on as far as an on-screen Peter Parker based from the comic book.
Yeah, I said
Tobey Maguire is not good.
No, not at all.
No,
he's too old. Okay, and
he's too old. He's too heavy.
And I said Spider-Man 3 suffered from too many villains, and he goes, "No, the Sinister Six, blah 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 blah." And I'm like, "You mean the people who had comic issues that fleshed them out and whole stories that led into the Sinister Six?" You're right.
Well, not to mention Spider-Man 3. None of them were working together.
No,
no,
they weren't the Sinister Six in Spider-Man 3. They were villain here, villain here, villain here, villain here. Okay?
Didn't you also only have 2 villains? Sandman,
Green Goblin, but then he turned good. Venom.
I fucking totally forgot. What's his name? Topher Grace?
Topher Grace.
Forgot
Venom.
about that.
Okay, and Spider-Man's fucking abstinence or whatever the fuck it's called that makes him lose his powers. That's technically a villain.
It is?
He loses his powers. That's like an obstacle he has to overcome. Like that, there's just too fucking much in the movie.
Oh, yeah. Which sucks because you totally had 2 movies to build on.
Yeah.
I know.
But the original was just supposed to be Sandman as the big bad villain. I don't think there was a Venom.
How are they going to play all this in? Because they're obviously going to...
Alfred Molina's already confirmed back. Electro's
I know.
confirmed back.
How can you confirm them back? I mean, I guess you could just call it like a recasting of the same actor to play the same character, but not necessarily be like, oh, it's not separate timelines, this and that. Do you see Andrew Garfield can't lie for shit?
Literally came out, was like, I'm not in it. Had to come out again. Well, I don't know. Had to come out again. Well,
I'm not in it.
I'm not in it.
Yeah,
Had to come out again. I'm not at liberty to say.
I think the last thing he said was, I'm not in it. I don't know. Like, and he kept laughing. He's like, ha ha ha. I don't know why they keep asking me. Like, I don't know anything. It's just, and what's funny is he was at home. It was like a Zoom interview. And like, he just,
there's something, there's like a
dude,
thing behind the computer that's going, don't fucking
dude,
say
he just,
it.
it said Kevin Feige on the other side of the screen holding a gun to his head. Yeah. Like, what is it? And there were comment sections because it was on TikTok and it was like, what is it? Kevin Feige released this man at once. Shit like that. Did you also see that Kevin Feige made an appearance in Marvel comic books?
No way. I'm going to Google it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, but he showed up as Kevin Feige. He's like, I'm Kevin Feige and I make Marvel movies type shit in the comic book. I think it was a Spider-Man comic book maybe. This was a couple weeks ago. Maybe longer than that. I'm sure it was written a long time ago, past couple years, but... Do you have an Android charger? Micro USB?
Mm-hmm.
Where's it at? Where's that shit at, son?
Are you sure?
Yeah. You're.
Oh, I found it.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
an X-Men comic.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. Kevin Feige in an X-Men comic. What's it say?
Kevin Feige comic cameo can be seen in the panel below. He looks at I don't know the context, but he's talking to Cyclops and he says nice and he says yeah thanks, don't mention it, and Kevin Feige goes, so what's your story? And it cuts to Kevin Feige
Yeah.
and he goes well, it's complicated, and that's his cameo.
That's a pretty.
But that is definitely the Feigster.
so funny.
He's got the hat, he's got the suit. That's Kevin Feige.
And for those that don't know, I cannot believe he's been a part of building comic books on the big screen
And he just got put in charge of the comic books as well.
since Spider-Man 1. What?
Mm-hmm.
He was an executive. He was just a producer on Spider-Man 1, I think became an exec on Spider-Man 2, and then eventually had a lot more control by 3, and then obviously they went in a different direction. That does not include the X-Men movies. That was Fox, which got absorbed by Disney because we're the shit.
And Monopoly.
Did you know that Amazon, I figured this out the other day. Do you know Amazon owns Twitch?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's probably why they're getting away with fucking murder right now.
Who?
Twitch?
They're not getting away with murder.
Oh my, dude, the hot tub streams are how bad.
That's why people are moving to YouTube.
Like, can
Which
you
sucks
believe?
because that's another thing I wanted to talk to you about. Here soon, we probably won't be on YouTube. If it keeps going in the direction I think it's going to go in, unless YouTube backs the fuck up and lets people have a free and open platform, I would move, like, I'd be an exclusive somewhere. I would hate to be a Spotify exclusive just because I want them to build on their platform.
Come on, Susan Wojcicki, be better.
Who?
Susan Wojcicki, she's the CEO, and like
Of YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, you need to tell that bitch. She needs to calm the fuck down.
Ethan has her phone number, so how about you talk to him?
Who does?
Ethan, H3H3.
He has her phone number.
Yes.
I can, yeah. Yeah, I bet he does.
No, like not even capping.
Why does he have her phone number?
Because she came on the H3H3 podcast.
And probably just spouted out bullshit.
Literally the day she came on is when I don't know if you know the Go Canaro drama with H3H3.
Is that the one to where they had a lawsuit and then won? And
No.
that set precedent for the lawsuit that apparently... Did you see what fucking H3 did with Steven Crowder? This fucking guy.
The tiniest cock. ever.
I do want to say that, yeah, it did seem like an ambush, but Ethan said multiple times, I'm not a debater, but it's just the fact that Steven Crowder would not debate Sam Cedar. And then he hops on the show and just... You can literally see his dick shrivel, and then he just starts yelling.
Yeah.
And then he hops off.
Yep.
And then says they're getting... And also, the team of dick strokers that Steven Crowder has cracks me up. Do you know they have a guy that's called Half Black Mike just to say the N-word?
That's actually
Pulls
kind of funny.
Pulls out a picture he keeps in his wallet to show the camera that his dad is in fact black. I am not kidding. If you got to sit here and confirm it, bro, maybe you just shouldn't say it.
That's kind of funny.
It's hilarious. So when they had scripts, they had to read of N-word being like the N-word being involved. He was like, "Can you read these?" And this is all on camera. They still have this video up, but I will say that I don't think they should like demonetize or like take down Steven Crowder's videos because I do think that's censorship. Don't do that. You should let everybody have a voice, even if they're a piece of shit. That's how it works. Freedom, like
I used to like Steven Crowder, but he's just...
I liked him.
He's lived long enough to see himself become the villain.
And well, he's always been an asshole, but he had better points. And I started to lose respect for him when he got mad that Jamie was pulling up weed facts on Joe Rogan's show. And I'm like, what would you do if you he was on your show? Would you
he
not?
would be pulling up facts and fact checking him.
Exactly.
And he would be upset because you weren't letting him fact
No,
check.
and Ethan made a good point. He's like, you only want to argue with fucking freshmen in college because you know you'll win. Because you're not in college. And you're not a freshman and you're not a young kid. Like you're an adult who's well in depth in their own opinion.
Well versed.
Yeah. And you only want to argue with college kids. But I thought it was very funny that Steven spent the next week just bitching and complaining that Ethan, and if you see all the dick writers they have in their comment section, it's unbelievable. but it's pretty crazy. Brett Weinstein, speaking of censorship,
He was on the Joe Rogan podcast.
they had an emergency podcast with a gentleman who. Have you heard anything about ivermectin?
Mm-mm.
Okay, it's used to treat COVID,
Mm-mm.
and it works. Apparently,
Oh wait, I've heard about this thing that they're not talking about that treats COVID. Is that what they're talking
it's
about?
basically what it comes down to is they have actual scientists and people that are well versed in this specific area, and they posted it on Brett's YouTube page because he has a podcast, and YouTube hit him with a strike. They hit him with a strike on his clip page. They took the videos down. He's got like one more, and then they'll kick him off the entire platform type shit, even though the things he's saying aren't fucking wrong.
That's censorship.
Exactly. So, here's another thing. The only reason I knew this was like legit, Lex Friedman had him on the next day to talk about the same thing. He went on everyone's big platform and was like, this is a problem. And everybody was like, yeah, it is. So let's talk about it. Lex posted it to YouTube anyway. Joe did not post it to YouTube because it was an emergency podcast. Like, he was like, we've never had to do this before. Like, but Brett called me and I was like, come in immediately. And he had a COVID expert with him in the ivermectin field type shit.
Yeah.
I'm not well versed in this, so please don't.
We're not experts. We don't
Yeah,
know.
just go.
We're quoting experts.
It's a 3-hour conversation that is worth hearing, and I think Lex has a 2-hour conversation with Brett that is also worth hearing. Both phenomenal fucking podcasts to listen to. But Joe didn't post, like, you know how he does like the clips now on his main page? He didn't post any of the clips from the podcast with Brett, and I can't remember the other gentleman's name. Didn't post any of the clips. It's only on Spotify.
What the fuck?
I can only assume that he didn't want to get hit either.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, I know he obviously has this, like, I don't know, the way I look at it, I don't know how much Jamie got paid. For all we know, Jamie makes the money off the Joe Rogan YouTube page now. And then that revenue goes to him, and then Joe obviously is just sitting on his fat stack of Spotify cash.
Right.
But I don't know. But it just, censorship is getting worse, and that's why people are moving to YouTube, because they're doing like the DCMA copyright strikes on Twitch type shit. They'll hit you, flag your account, all that shit. People are moving to YouTube, and now YouTube is becoming what people are hating Twitch for, the censorship. It's a fucking mess.
Yep.
And I'm very worried, because the direction it's going in is not one you can like backpedal. Like, you're either all in or you're not. Twitter did the same thing a couple years ago, and Joe even had Jack Dorsey and I think his data analyst that handles that type of shit to argue with Tim Pool,
Okay.
who's a right-wing conservative, I think. But he was basically like, why is Antifa allowed on Twitter but not the Proud Boys? And she really couldn't give an answer. But it was just basically that it sounded like to her what the algorithm picked up was that the Proud Boys were breaking policies and Antifa is not. Is basically the long story short of her answer. And then Tim Pool went in depth and was like, yeah, that's not true. And he did have facts, I'll be honest. Tim's not a dumb guy. That's why he's a scary person, because I don't agree with a lot of his viewpoints, but he's very smart.
Is that the guy with the beard and glasses?
Yes. Beard. I don't think he always wears glasses. He usually wears a hat, though, like a sock hat.
Yep.
But yeah. But that's my spiel about YouTube. They're pissing me off.
Fuck you, Susan Wojcicki.
It's funny. This be on YouTube tomorrow.
Good. Hope she sees this.
Well, it's
I only watched the first 30 seconds.
3 minutes, but we're an hour and 8 in, so they'll never see it.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah. So it's getting wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what was the end we were talking about?
Sinister Six.
Sinister Six. They're getting censored.
They are.
What I was gonna ask is, do we actually think Toby and Andrew are in it?
There's no way they're not at this point.
It's just it would.
Okay. So hear me out.
Give me
Hear
your
out.
spiel.
So
He's laughing.
you've come to realize
Oh,
that
boy.
with Marvel movies,
I can see your nipples getting hard. You're getting excited.
what the fans speculate is usually true.
They do very good fan service.
Like, the only thing we've been catastrophically wrong on was like when they purposefully tried to steer us in the wrong direction. Like, we had a bunch of theories about Hulk doing this, Hulk doing that in Infinity War, and Hulk wasn't in Infinity War.
No, Bruce Banner was.
Bruce Banner was.
Yeah, and they totally even CGI'd Hulk in the trailer.
final battle. and that entire scene
Isn't there?
isn't even in there.
Nope. They also did the same thing with Endgame when the ship lands and you see them walking on the strip. One of them, I think it's Pepper, isn't there.
Yeah.
So it's the reason they took her out in the trailer was so you didn't know it was obviously Tony coming back from the planet.
That, or if Pepper's even alive still.
That too.
So I think Marvel also came in and they were like, usually Sony does all the marketing they did all the marketing for Spider-Man 1 Homecoming. They did all the marketing for Spider-Man 2 Far From Home.
I think that was in the deal.
But Marvel is helping them for this one. Marvel is working with them for the marketing this time.
Oh, and that's why I think me and you looked it up like 2 months ago that we were like, oh, the trailer should drop any day. Now it's literally, it could drop tomorrow. Like it is time to drop a trailer.
Yeah.
And it's not here yet. And there's also no word on if they're even going to do it.
It's more than likely because Sony was like, okay, we're going to show Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire at the very end.
And they're like, whoa.
And Marvel was like, you can't do that.
You can't do that. Kevin Feige said.
Kevin Feige literally calls the person in charge. He's like, listen, you already fucked this up when you tried to put 8 years later
Do you
in
think that's-
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Do you think that he's that?
Stop fucking with shit.
Do you think he's that much in it?
Yes. Kevin Feige personally put his neck on the line for a lot of different things.
What is it? I know Tom Holland was a big reason that Spider-Man stayed in the MCU.
Yeah.
Is he made a drunken phone call to the head of
Crying.
to the head of Sony and to Kevin.
He's like, I just want to stay.
That cracks me
I
up.
don't know, man.
That cracks me up because that should say like he's a young guy
Mhm.
who's probably a fan of the movies.
Mhm.
He's like, guys, we can't do this. We're going in the best direction. Stop it. Quit fighting, mom and dad.
Literally.
That's what it came down to. But Tom,
Dude, if that's why they had to have come to a deal. You know that they just would have been like, okay, we'll buy you.
dude, for all we know, that their whole fight, maybe
That was a marketing ploy. 100%.
So you think it just came down to that they weren't agreeing? So then Tom Holland did make I think he actually did call.
Oh, he definitely called.
I think, but I don't think it was as bad as everyone was like making it out to be.
I do think he cried, but I don't think it was like.
No, I don't. I don't think it was to the point where they were like, we're pulling out and we're gonna go our own direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, who said the movie Morbius?
Yeah.
The guy acting in it, who is it?
Jared Leto.
He said it's in the MCU.
Well, yeah, Vulture shows up at the end.
In the credits?
No, Michael Keaton shows up at the end of the trailer for Morbius in a jumpsuit from prison and goes, "What's up, dog?"
Correct, but that doesn't necessarily mean the movie has to be. It could be based in the MCU, but it doesn't have to be directly tied to any of the movies. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. You're right. But
But if we're being honest, if you're not going to go in that direction, what the fuck are you going to do?
Why is Michael Keaton there?
Yeah, why are you going to... There's no Spider-Man? Yeah. How are they going to explain all that? No, I meant like
No idea.
how are they going to explain the side... How do you explain that, hey, while we were saving the universe and we were in space with Infinity Stones, there was this big fucking black dude that looks like a Spider-Man, but he's got a big mouth, and I think his name's Venom, and he was just roaming the streets fucking shit up. How do you explain that?
Oh, dude, the thing that I don't know how they're gonna do is the only reason Carnage was able to get beaten was because Venom and Spider-Man teamed up. How the fuck is Venom gonna fight Carnage? The entire point behind Carnage is it is a offspring of Venom. Okay, and I don't know if you know how the symbiotes work. Okay,
Can you plug this in?
yeah, but the symbiotes work like when they produce an offspring, the offspring will be stronger, and that offspring will be stronger, and so on and so forth.
That makes sense.
Okay, so how the fuck is the weaker version like the entire point of Carnage is to be better than Venom in every single way? I guess that was the point of Riot, but like,
I never thought of it like that.
how the fuck is the weaker version, like, I know the underdog, blah, 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 it's like the whole point, blah, 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 but I'm like, it just doesn't make sense. Even in the comic books, they were like, no, Venom can't beat him. That he needs Spider-Man's help.
Huh. How are they going to do that? You would have to connect them.
Tom Holland has to show up. Or
Oh, boy.
Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire.
And then you could just play it into multiverse. You don't think that would be too confusing to the, what do you call that? What do you call a viewer that just, the casual viewer? At some point, I'm just saying they're going to make one of these movies and people are going to go watch it and be like, I obviously missed something because I don't know what the fuck I just watched. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you could say the same thing about Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, but it's easier to be a casual viewer of Star Wars. Way easier. Even though that is messy. A good example would be, say I watched the first X-Men movie, and then I hopped to Days of Futures Past. I'd be like, what the fuck is going... No, I'm sorry. Days of Futures Past was great. Apocalypse. If I hopped to Apocalypse, I'd be like, what the fuck is going on?
Okay, but what if you just started watching Loki? What if you just started watching WandaVision? Say you watched Avengers Age of Ultron and then watched WandaVision. That's the only two Marvel movies things you've seen. You know how fucking confusing that would be?
I just meant a movie to where, like, it's so in the story that you may have to go back a couple.
Infinity War. Endgame.
Yeah, those could be self-explanatory.
Yes and no. Why does Captain America no longer have a shield? What happened to his shield? Who's Black Panther? He scratched his shield. Why are Iron Man and Captain America fighting?
Okay, well, the whole why doesn't Captain America have his shield thing, they kind of explain in those movies, like Endgame and Avengers.
Who's Thanos? Where'd he come from?
Who's Thanos? Yeah, I guess you're right.
Well, where do these stones, these magical stones, magical space rocks that have infinite power?
Yes, I get it. You have picked apart my point, but the point is yeah, I feel like it'll be on a...
Who the fuck is Doctor Strange?
I feel like it'll be on a bigger scale. That's all I'm saying.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Mantis. The
Mantis.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Who the fuck are these chodes?
Speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy, have you seen that Thor is not going to be Fat Thor anymore? Thank God.
He's going to be ripped. Have you seen the shirt he's wearing?
Dude, he's bigger than he was
he is built like a brick
He's
shit
bigger
house.
than he was in fucking Ragnarok. He's fucking enormous. Also, his workouts are ridiculous. While we're still on the topic of sloppy universes, what is going on with Snyderverse? Oh God, he has a look. Because I know The Rock is pushing hard, but now I hear that executives are pushing hard. Josh cannot find a charger. Your camera?
Because I have Type-C.
The one to your camera?
Well, yeah, but I'm not going to unplug my camera.
You just plug it back in. Call me when you want. I was listening to that song on the way over here, and now it's stuck in my head. Little Nas X, I understand the point was to get it stuck in my head. Quit beating the algorithm, sir.
Found him.
Yay. I got more light strips.
Are they connected to your Google?
No, I didn't get smart ones. I just got... So
You
I
know
had...
that light is Apple?
This?
The one that I bought for me and you?
Oh my God.
They're Apple. That's why you can't connect them to your Google.
So I can't connect them to my phone. How'd you figure it out?
Can you?
It's a Bluetooth Apple smart light bulb. Okay.
It's on the Apple Home, not the Google Home. How'd I figure it out?
Yeah.
Has a QR code on it.
Okay. I may give you the other one back then.
It's fine.
Okay.
But what sucks is if you give me the other one back, I like it, but as you can see, it's such a weird light. Like, look, this is the colors I can do.
It's LED.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it glows different than like normal bulbs.
It just doesn't seem bright enough.
Yeah. It's also, people are going to be like, LEDs are bright as fuck. It's also not a bright LED, guys. It's also not a very big light bulb. But it was what, $5 for two?
Si, senor.
Oh, si, senor. Okay, but Snyderverse, you gave me a weird look. I feel like you know something. Oh boy.
The Shazam 2 set photos just came out, and it already got hot water because the women are over sexualized, and I've seen the costumes, and they are fucking tripping, dude.
Pull up the pictures. Pull that up, Jamie.
It was the picture was captioned the Shazam family set photos for Shazam 2, and
Right.
I was just like, dude, they missed a golden opportunity to do. Look, it's the Shazamily.
The Shazamily. Yeah, I think people, that's shitty market. That's cheesy marketing. The Shazamily. It's pretty funny though. I dig it.
Here you go. These are the new costumes. And I'm like, how are the women over sexualized?
Looking at the costumes.
It looks like women superhero outfits.
The only one you could even argue is the one with the skirt, but the other girl just looks like she's dressed like the rest of them.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
It looks like one of them was like, I want a skirt.
Yeah, or in the comic book, did the other girl not have a skirt and then she did? Because
Literally, I have no idea. But I'm like, it doesn't matter.
how about we ask the actor? Hey, did you feel over sexualized when you were
I'm pretty
filming?
sure they did, and they were like, no,
No,
we
it's
love
a
our
fucking.
outfit.
It's a superhero costume.
And it's literally
Huh? Oh well, it doesn't matter now.
Oh, thank you. I was gonna get that.
Thank you. It's short as shit. Thank you.
But I think they look great, dude.
What you said? They asked her.
I believe that they asked the actors if they were comfortable.
Yeah.
See, because look, this is the first outfit. This is from the first movie. She has a skirt, and the other girl doesn't. In the first movie.
But
That
it's-
didn't get any backlight, but it's longer.
It just looks like a broke dick superhero costume.
Right, okay. And now it's a legit superhero costume, and people are mad.
It's the legs, bro. What I don't think people understand is by them saying it's being over sexualized, you're automatically sexualizing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
So-
agreed. Completely
So
agreed.
like they're literally doing it themselves, not the actual people making the movie. Now I can't speak for anybody. I didn't fucking film the goddamn thing, but this seems like a bunch of bullshit to me. Seems a little silly in my opinion. So other than that, anything else about the Snyderverse?
The Rock really
Yeah, he's
wants
pushing
it
fucking
to stay
hard.
the same.
I think that's because he wants a more realistic
And then
version.
Zack Snyder tweeted out that photo of Batman eating out Catwoman and said canon.
That was wild.
It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, why did they say she didn't eat pussy? Or he didn't eat pussy?
Because superheroes don't eat pussy.
Superheroes don't go down on their significant others?
Superheroes don't care about their significant others enough to go down on
I
them,
bet you, I
obviously.
guarantee you Superman gets Batman gets blowjobs, so like why wouldn't he like, I don't know, return the favor? That's dumb. They crack me up. What is the world coming to? It's cancel culture, Josh.
It's all these goddamn white people.
Well. It's these over opinionated white people who feel the need to be heard. Like, dude, can you not just go to work, do your hobby, maybe live your dream? But I guess if your dream is to be an asshole, then you're doing it right.
Oh, guess what?
What's up?
You ready for this?
Oh boy, I don't think I am. He acted like I'm not ready for it, so that's why he asked. Oh boy. Jay and Silent Bob reboot. I think I've already seen it.
It's not on any streaming. You have to buy the disc. So if you haven't bought the disc, you haven't seen it.
No, I think I've seen it on my
Oh, you're...
Fire Stick. They I think digitally copied it, and it's somewhere on the internet, but it just finds
The super illegal thing.
it finds the stream links. Like, fucking suck my ass.
But it's $5, dude.
What, have you seen it?
No.
Didn't even open it.
No, I just got it.
Okay.
I got it in Tennessee.
To get Hollywood. To
That's
get to
where-
Hollywood, they're gonna take the high road. What?
That's where
Pussy Rehab
the
was.
Pussy Rehab was.
Got you. And they had movies apparently.
Well, I went to Walmart after I got out.
Oh, that's true. Let me read this real quick. The stoner icons who first hit the screen 25 years ago in Clerks are back. When Jay and Silent Bob discovered that Hollywood is rebooting an old movie based on them, the clueless duo embark on a cross-country mission to stop it all over again. Oh, so the entire point is to be like a reboot,
It's a reboot of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
but they're redoing their own reboot. Like, oh, so it's a joke.
It's a joke.
Okay,
It's not a reboot. Like it's Jay and Silent Bob, Mallrats, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and then Jay and Silent Bob reboot. It's a trilogy.
Mallrats, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Oh, I guess they did play a big role in Mallrats.
Yeah, dude, they were huge in Mallrats. Remember, he puts on the Batman helmet.
Kevin
and
Smith has
smashes-
the Force, yeah.
Yeah.
He uses telekinesis.
And I guess you could throw Dogma in there somewhere.
Nah, not that much. Not that much.
Jay and Silent Bob are in that.
Not like that, though.
But they are, Jay and Silent Bob, the same characters.
Yeah, they're also in Chasing Amy, and they're also in Clerks 1 and
Yeah,
2.
but I don't count Clerks 1 or 2 or Chasing Amy. Those are their own self. That's why I said I guess you could throw Dogma in there. I felt like Mallrats, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and Jay and Silent Bob Reboot were all one continuous story.
I don't know if you could put Mallrats in that.
You don't think so?
As far as the actual story, I think it's just the 2 movies.
Well, either way, Kev looks great. Jay looks rough, but better than he usually does.
Dogma, now that you actually explain it, Dogma would make more sense. As that, yeah.
So Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and Jay and Silent Bob Reboot.
Yeah, that sounds a little, which is crazy because the jump from Dogma to Jay and Silent Bob is wild. But no, that would make more sense to me just because they are literally main characters in
But
it.
in Mallrats, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon aren't in it. But in Dogma, they are, and they're angels. So I
Yeah.
don't think that would work because in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, they go to Ben Affleck.
Yeah, but that's okay. But then, honestly, you probably have to include all of them with the way Kevin Smith writes.
Can I just look up the Jay and Silent Bob universe and see what the order is?
Yeah, please. It's honestly probably just order of release. If you haven't seen Kevin Smith's movie Tusk, go watch that shit. Dude,
Fucking no.
yeah, you
Fucking no.
You should watch it. I mean, if you want nightmares, if you don't want nightmares, don't watch it. But hey, have you? Kevin Smith just did something. Speaking of this man, he made a new movie.
Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy, Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Jersey Girl, Clerks 2. Oh my God, Zack and Mary Making Porno counts?
Was that? Did he direct that? It's almost like a Tusk. I don't think it's in the universe. Does that make sense? Yeah, he's the same guy who named his daughter Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn Smith.
Dope as fuck.
It's called the Ask Universe. View Ask Universe is what it's called. Oh yeah, so the timeline is Mallrats, Clerks, Chasing Amy.
Was Mallrats before Wait.
Mallrats, yeah, was before Clerks.
No, Clerks was first. It's his first movie.
Oh my God. Okay, do you want like the entire thing with the extra shit too? So, Jay and Silent Bob and Walt Flanagan's dog. It leads into Mallrats, which takes place before Clerks. Mallrats takes place one day before the events in Clerks. Clerks the lost scene, the flying car. Clerks the comic book, Chasing Amy, Chasing Dogma, a prelude to Dogma,
Jesus.
Dogma, Clerks the animated series, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Blunt Man and Chronic, Where's the Beef, Clerks 2, roughly 10 years after Clerks, and then Jay and Silent Bob Reboot.
Yeah, the Jack Sparrow thing.
So I pulled up Sea of Thieves because I just installed it.
Man, speaking of Disney, fucking Clerks and movies and fuck. I feel so bad for Johnny Depp.
Why? Oh,
Because I want Jack Sparrow to be Johnny Depp. But if we're being completely honest, I think the whole petition for people to, like, because they want him to be in it, I'm pretty sure they've stalled on Pirates 5.
good.
Yeah, or is it 6?
Um,
It may be 6. It may be 6.
Dead Man Tell No Tale was 5.
Okay, because you have Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, and World's End, On a Stranger Tides, Dead Men Tell No Tales.
And then
Yeah, so they're
6.
stalling on 6, I think. Because I think they were trying to make Jack Sparrow a woman. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
even I don't
if it was a
mind.
woman, I'd want it to be that one girl.
I was literally gonna say
Yeah.
the girl from 1 or 2,
No, the girl.
maybe 3.
It's On a Stranger Tides.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he meets his dad. Remember?
Yeah, it's I don't know the girl, but
She was-
she literally reminds me of Captain Jack.
Well, she was also impersonating him.
Yeah.
Trying to get a crew.
Yeah,
That may
like-
be at World's End. That may be. I don't know. It's been one of the fucking
either
movies.
way.
But so did holy shit. This is so fucking smooth. It looks like it's on a PC, dude.
That looks fantastic. I just got a Series X,
Yeah.
and dude, the games just look fantastic.
I think I'm going to stop paying for my Xbox subscription.
Why?
I don't play enough anymore, and I'm kind of tired of thinking of the concept of having to pay to play online, even though I already pay Wi-Fi. Does that make sense?
Well, don't think of it as you're paying to play online. Think of it as you're paying to play 200, 300 plus games.
I can't if I can get a PC, I can play all these games on a PC for free on my Wi-Fi instead
You'd
of
have to pay for all the games. Even if
yeah,
you
you got to pay for the games.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're paying $14.99 to play 300 games instead of paying $14.99 every single time you want to play one game.
Yeah, but then I can keep the game on my hard drive and I don't have to pay that again. One-time fees are different than subscriptions. That's what I'm saying.
Right, but Games of Gold gives you 3 free games each month.
yeah, yeah.
So I get 3 free games, and like my library is just building and building and building and building and building.
If we're really coming down to it, I just don't play enough.
That's fair. This looks great, dude.
It looks pretty phenomenal. Are you at the beginning of the game? Did you restart?
No, that's not how this game works. This is the beginning of the Pirates.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, okay.
So this is all the pirate stuff.
Well, I
like
meant
the
when you.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I just meant when you first start the online game, it does take you to the first little island, and that's what you're on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I voted. Are you gonna?
What are you doing?
There we go. The Tall Tale. This is the very first one.
Okay, so for people that don't know, explain.
Okay, so basically the campaign in this game,
Mhm.
they're called Tall Tales. And you have to find books around the world.
Right.
All the Pirates of the Caribbean stuff they added. So this is the first Pirates of the Caribbean Tall Tale. And then you got the second one.
Can you get the Black Pearl?
The Sunken Pearl, yeah.
Ooh.
So there's 5 Tall Tales that they added. This is the one that's the sick one. See, look, they even added Davy Jones. You can see his face.
Oh shit.
And then this is the chick. You can hear her.
That's
Calypso.
Calypso. See if these players taking on the Sunken Pearl Tall Tale will be told about the ship's story and how it came to be so well known in a pirate's life. They will then be tasked by finding it. This is the true first step in this tall tale. The Black Pearl must be found at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, it's literally at the very bottom of the ocean. It's a fucking bitch to get.
Wait a minute. I'm so confused right now.
But what?
Standing at 350 feet, Black Pearl is the world's largest sailing yacht and is estimated to have cost in excess of $200 million. I don't know if they're talking about the same one.
Look up pirate Black Pearl. Pirate ship Black Pearl.
Oh, I guess there's a real ship with the name of the Black Pearl, and it is a sailing ship. It's a modern sailing ship, not like the old ones. It's fucking huge. But, So which tall tale are you doing right now?
You can start with the first one.
Okay, we're probably so boring right now. Dum bum bum da dum bum ba dum bum. So are you pissed about the whole would you rather see someone else as Jack Sparrow?
No, no.
Or
Jack Sparrow isn't played by Johnny Depp in this,
I
but
know-
he sounds exactly like him.
I
They
know-
got the same person who played him for Kingdom Hearts and the Disney game.
Oh wow.
He sounds perfect. Like when I saw the trailer, I was like, "No way, they got Johnny Depp to play Jack Sparrow."
Fuck no. Disney would never let that happen.
This lady's doing crazy stuff with fire.
Also, that's another thing. Is it a Disney dispute?
What? That looks like a doorway.
It is a doorway. What's my vape on?
She's pulled a ship out of a box.
Yep. She pulled a ship out of a box. Now she's sprinkling her voodoo mat. What is that?
The gate.
Oh, boy. I traveled to another world, and now you will do the same. This bitch is about to send you to the fucking Shadow Realm,
All right,
dude.
if she says so, we better go.
Take these words for the journey. If you read them in whisper, it has been to be.
Do I need to take something from you, or do I just dip?
Whispers to help you save a pirate's life. You should probably wait. Okay, never mind. She had nothing important to say after that. The prisoner is waiting,
The prisoner is Jack Sparrow.
and
I
our
assume.
time is trickling away.
He's going to be on our boat.
Why is your ship red?
It's my custom ship. I put these on here too, and then my sail is sick as fuck. Hold on.
Yeah, did I ever tell you about the first time I first played this? I fucked up on campaign. Or not campaign, but like it was online. But you know how you can like pick your own ship?
Yeah. Did you pick Galleon?
You gotta get the biggest fucking ship there was. Guys, it's a real pirate game. I didn't have a crew. I couldn't fucking... Oh, I
I
couldn't...
guess we're sailing through this.
So for those that can't see him, he is sailing across a little part of the ocean into what looks like a giant, wispy, magical blue gate.
That was actually the perfect way to describe it. That is a wisp gate. That's perfect.
It's just swaying in the wind.
I guess I go right through it, right?
I mean, you can't fucking go around
You
it.
fuck it,
Was
bro.
that rock always there and you just sailed through it like normal?
Yeah.
And they just put a gate there?
Yep.
Mm.
I've seen megalodons chase people through this, so I assume it's pretty common. Why
Megalodons.
did it actually sound like there was a megalodon? Did you hear that?
Oh, no, you said Megalodon. I was like, Josh, if you've seen it happen, you should probably keep looking.
Dude, I know you can see
Yeah,
how
no, for
smooth
those
this
that can't
is.
see it, he got this new Xbox, and it's literally a console version of what a computer is, and it's fucking ridiculous. So it looks... The game can only look so real because of the type of animation they have, but it's pretty fucking crazy.
All right, here we go. Here we
Yeah,
go.
He's going through the door. I can't believe we're fucking recording this right now. This is dumb. Fuck it. Live reaction.
Oh shit. We're
Damn
through
it.
the
I
door.
wish you could have like just... She literally sent you to the Shadow Realm. Where are you at? Hey, is this where Jack Sparrow was? Do you remember when...
Dead men tell no tales.
That's funny.
Where Jack was when he got sent.
No, I was thinking of Davy Jones' locker, but I don't think you're there.
I do not want to jump in.
Fuck it, jump in.
For some reason, I had a pit in my stomach when
Why?
I jumped. I don't know. Sometimes I hate the. Okay, you can't jump. Thank God.
Oh, okay.
I'm okay with that. That would have been scary, dude. I don't like that.
Pretty wild. Are you going in the right direction? Do you even steer the ship? Can you hand me my vape? You never even told me what percentage it was on. Yes. Okay. Click pause. Click pause.
I
Okay.
can't. It's online. It's all online.
Fuck.
51.
Do you know what this is?
Yeah.
The
I remember.
Sea of Souls.
I remember.
You're
I remember.
taking them into the... Okay, cool. Cool. Well, explain. People don't know what we're talking about.
Well, you were the one who remembered. You tell them.
Motherfucker, you just said you know.
I remember what you're talking. I remember the scene.
Okay, so there's a scene to where they have to carry the dead across so they can in Pirates of the Caribbean, the movies, you have to sail the souls so this way they get there and it's not like a lost soul. It's basically what they're showing in the game right now is these boats that are passing and they're people being carried over to the other side. Obviously, it's a metaphor for like death, but it's on the seas. It was pretty cool. So you're not steering the ship, it's steering for you?
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
There's a ghost dude on your ship.
That is Davy Jones's ship. That's the Flying Dutchman.
Only if it goes under the water.
Oh, it's about to. I'm sure.
Dude, if they do that, there's no way. Do you think this is just for fan service, though?
This is people are calling this the update that nobody asked for, but everybody wanted.
Nobody asked for this?
Nobody. Well,
You
I
have
mean,
one of the most realistic pirate games other than Sid Meier's Pirates. We're not going to hate on that game.
Okay, that isn't the Flying Dutchman, but I know the Flying Dutchman is in the game.
You get one of the most realistic pirate games we've ever had that's in-depth. I
Is
mean,
this
you
a portal. Okay.
I mean, you need a whole crew to run your ship. And you're telling me that no one was like, can I get some Pirates of the Caribbean action up in that bitch?
I'm sure people were like, that would be awesome if it was in the game, but
No one ever like What just happened? What just happened? What just happened? He's drifting. And there's a cinematic view of his ship
I can't move.
from behind. He can't move. It looks like a cinematic scene cut, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was supposed to happen. It's not a glitch.
I know. This has to be boring. We were in depth the conversation. Now we're just playing video games.
Okay, where are we
Okay,
at?
sailing the
Strange
seas.
shores. Oh, this is my boat's definitely steering. My boat's definitely steering.
You're going a little fast. Yeah.
I guess I'll just park her like right here.
Well, we could probably stop recording. Quit boring these people.
All right, just so that we don't end it on like a wet fart. Thanks everybody for watching. We appreciated you. I'm happy to be back, and we will be for the foreseeable future. I will be here on the
You
podcast
fucking better be. It's half of your show, you piece of shit.
as long as you let people talk.
Ha 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 ha. Also, for those that don't know, if you guys want to send in anything or even like contact us about like topics, which we probably won't take because that's not how we work, but we do have an email that is in the description of our YouTube page.
No way.
I would like to point that out, and it's been there, and I don't think anybody knows that, but like it's an active working email that I do in fact check. So don't send dick pics, but I'm not saying don't send dick pics. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, there's no map.
There's no map. Oh, so you have no idea where you're at?
No idea.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. We're gonna explore. Thanks for being with us this Monday, guys.
Yeah,
we'll
I'm
see you.
happy to be back, guys.
I know. We will see you guys on Friday. Everybody have a good day.
Take it easy, everybody.